Students, in our unit number 2nd, we have to understand the series and parallel combination of resistances. Now this topic already is done in class 10th. Now it is just a revision here. So we will be revising that how to calculate the equivalent resistance in series and parallel. And important things are that how we will be solving the difficult networks of resistances. So let us understand first theoretical part and then we will practice some numericals. So resistances in series. The meaning of resistances in series is when they are joined end to end. That means if three resistances R1, R2, R3, they are connected with one end common. Like you can see this end is common, means the end of right side of R1 and left side of R2, they are connected. Then in the same manner R2 and R3 are connected with one end. The second end is connected to something else. So this is called one after another is called series combination. Now we have to find the equivalent resistance of these three resistance. How we have to find? First of all, we have to talk about what thing remains same and what is changed. So in the series, the current remains same through all the resistance. Point number 1 is this. And what about the voltage? So voltage is distributed. So suppose V volt is total volt from the battery available for 3 resistors. So V1, V2 and V3. This way it is distributed. Now whenever we have to start the derivation, the trick is that always start the derivation with the thing which is not same. So in series combination, current is same and voltage is not same. So we will start writing with the voltage equation. So total volt equal to V1 plus V2 plus V3. Then break them. So V1 voltage across R1 will be what? By Ohm's law, I1 R1. Here it will be I2 R2. Here it will be I3 R3. But all the three currents are same only. So we will write them IR1, IR2, IR3. And this total voltage also let us replace by Ohm's law as IR. I is getting cancelled. Thus the total resistance is or net resistance is R equal to R1 plus R2 plus R3. Now in series combination we can learn this conclusion only, that the net resistance is the direct addition of individual resistances. Okay, here direct addition, not the reciprocal addition. Okay, let us proceed to parallel combination. Resistances are said to be in parallel if each of them is connected between two given points in a circuit. So the meaning is, suppose R1, R2 and R3, three resistances, they are connected in such a manner that all the three resistances have both the ends common. So you see R1, R2, R3, here they all are connected at one single point, and here also R1, R2 and R3, they are connected at one single point. So when both the ends are commonly connected, then that two resistances are known as in parallel combination. Now we have to remember the points about what is same and what is not same. So parallel, voltage remains same. So whatever battery voltage is available, that is now available for each of the resistance as it is. That means voltage across R3 or R2 or R1 is V. So voltage across R1, R2, R3 all are equal to battery voltage, not distributed. Okay, whole battery voltage is available for all the three resistances. So V, V and V is available. Now what is different? So current is different through all the resistance. Suppose total current I flows through the battery, then because the current is finding three different paths, so I1 current will flow in the upper path, I2 will flow in the middle, and I3 will flow in the third last path, and after that they will flow, and here at this point they will combine again and they will make I. Okay, so the things are not difficult. The 2 points you have to remember in parallel combination: voltage remains same and current is different. Now to find out that what is the equivalent resistance of these three resistors, we have to do derivation, and the trick is in the derivation always start the derivation with the thing which is not same. So you think now voltage is not same or current is not same in parallel. So current is not same, that means we will start with the equation I equal to I1 plus I2 plus I3. Now we have to use the Ohm's law, we have to take help of Ohm's law. Each of the current I we have to replace by V by R respectively. So I1 means V1 by R1, I2 means V2 by R2, I3 means V3 by R3. Now V1, V2, V3 all are actually voltages same, so because they are connected in parallel, so V is common in all the equations, so V is taken common and 1 by R1, 1 by R2 and 1 by R3 are remaining here. In the same manner, this total current also we have to replace by total volt upon total resistance. V by R, you have to write just V by R without any suffix. Cancel V and you will get this final answer for resistances. That means 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is the answer. That means in case of parallel combination of resistances, we get the net answer by reciprocal addition of resistances. Reciprocal addition means 1 by R1, 1 by R2 like that. In series we were doing direct addition, simply R1 plus R2 plus R3, and in parallel we are doing reciprocal addition. So 1 by R equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Now we will practice some questions based on series and parallel combinations that are very important.